Hello everybody, welcome back once again, playing Final Fantasy Tactics, the Ivalice Chronicles. Just starting out here at the beginning of Chapter 3, and I wanted to go over a couple of the things that I did before or between my videos. So namely, I did a bunch of monster breeding and then poaching as well. So the kind of trick here though is, of course, and if you've been following along in the videos there, I did recruit the initial pig that was available in the Chigolith Fenlands back in Chapter 2. So if you didn't do that, of course you won't be able to breed the pig enemies here. But again, very, very important though to recruit that initial one that we see that so we can do this. So anyways, the pig is the tier 1. The swine is the tier 2, and then the wild boar is the tier 3. I'll just show you here at the poacher's den the different rewards. So the pig can poach into, I think it's like the maiden's kiss or something, is just the basic poach, which is basically worthless. You can get those from the merchants or the outfitters, so that's not worth getting. But the rare poach is the hairband. This is okay, 20 HP, and then it's got quite a bit of different immunities. Now, I generally think, though, that the wild boar is the better poach and reward than the hairband, which is, of course, the ribbon. I'll show you those here in a second, because I ended up getting 5 of them. But yeah, anyways, that's the initial. Now, the second, or the tier 2 pig is, again, called the swine. And this has, like, game-breaking rewards for poaching, that being the chantage. This accessory is absolutely insane. Probably one of the, if not the best accessories in the entire game. And that is because it has a permanent regeneration and permanent re-raise on it, right? So basically, anytime your character gets knocked out in combat, once it's their turn, they will revive automatically. And that can happen infinitely in combat. So, the only way to lose then, of course, is if literally all of your characters get knocked out. So, absolutely crazy item. And like I said, actually game-breaking, right? This is probably the one item in the game that I would consider actually game-breaking. Previously, or the other 2 versions of the game, the chantage was also specific only to, or usable only by female units. But of course, with the changes to this version of the game, that is not the case, and even the males can use this. So, extremely overpowered. And again, if you want to break your game, grab 5 of these basically, equip all of your characters in combat with this thing, and then again laugh at the enemies as they try to take you down as you revive turn after turn. So, absolutely amazing item. Next up, though, is the rare poach from the swine, and that's the Nagra Rock. This thing is pretty good, too. Only one weapon power, though, so very, very weak sword. But also it does have the 50% weapon evasion there. Very, very good, and can really help out with, if you combine that with the Knight's Parry ability, that can be really, really good, right? And a great way to avoid a lot of damage, of course, because you're just not going to be able to be hit. And then on top of that, it applies the Toad condition, which is brutal. Basically, toads are, when you turn your enemy to a toad, they basically do no damage to you. So, and they, of course, they can't use any of their abilities either. So, it is a devastating status effect that you can be putting on your enemies. And then lastly here is the wild boar. Now I'll show you the common poach is actually the ribbon. Those are amazing. Probably one of the best helmets in the game. Maybe I think I'd actually probably put it at number 2, only because I really prefer the thief's hats. But anyways, I'll show you those here in a little bit. But also the rare here is the falling star bag. I'll be honest, I don't really care that much about these. They have completely changed the bags, though, in this version of the game as well. So, back in the original PlayStation version, as well as the War of the Lions, bags were limited to female units only, and then on top of that, they could actually be used by any class, right? So, female, any class, could use that Falling Star bag. But in this version of the game, of course, it is only a bard or dancer item, and it's not restricted by gender, right? So, you know, interesting change there, but probably still not something that I would worry too much about. But they are kind of neat. It doesn't say here. I could have sworn, I don't want to say that. For some reason, I thought that they could attack from 2 squares away, but I don't know if that's the case. And I'm actually not seeing, that here. You know, like a spear, right? But, so again, I could be wrong on that. It's been a very long time since I've used bags, and I don't foresee myself using this one either. But also, it does say there that the damage varies greatly. So actually similar to the axes in the game, right? They have sometimes they'll do a ton of damage, and sometimes they'll do almost nothing. And so honestly, that's another reason why I don't really like these. But anyways, that is pretty much it for that. I'll just show you the ribbons though. So again, those are the helmets that are available now. And again, that's a common poach from the wild boar enemy. Here it says, you know, grants immunity to most status ailments, and you can see here there's a gigantic list, right? This helmet has it's basically the best status protection in the game. KO, poison, blindness, silence, toad, stow. Yeah, I won't go through all that stuff, but really, really good headwear, and especially for a lot of actually really specific battles like the ones versus the Lucavi, right? So. Unfortunately, and if you've been, following along there, and I think it was the last video there where we fought Cardinal Delacroix, he actually turned 2 of my characters to stone. So, of course, having a ribbon would be one way to deal with, status effects like that. And again, for specific battles, I probably will be equipping these. So, that is going to be it, though. Let's get moving on with the story. And let's head on into the mining town of Gollund. Fun fact, that spot right there, that Zeklis Desert, that actually was a battle back in the War of the Lions version where you would actually recruit Luso. Kind of, if I remember right, the earliest place that you can get the behemoths in the game as well. But, of course, unfortunately, that content has been cut from this version, so we are not able to do that.
Leave it to me.
It's time. Where is he? Where'd the shuffler steal off to?
Hear that? He's on the roof.
Twould appear I'm trapped.
It don't do to have strangers sticking their noses in our little hideaway.
Then mayhap you might hang a signboard above the door, so we would know this place for a den of thieves.
Ha! Nicole's got brass. Too bad it's steel he's wanting.
Something is amiss here.
A lot of visitors today. Small matter. Stick 'em and be done with it.
Charmin Ramza right off the bat, huh? That's not a great start for me. Oh, let's see here. Do I want to... Yeah, that's not going to do me any good. Well, most of my characters are, rocking a pretty high bravery stat, so the chances that Ramza is actually going to be able to connect on anybody is basically slim to none, so not too worried about that. More of a bit of an annoyance, though.
Nothing to fear.
Okay, let's see. I guess I could dance. And before I forget here, I'm going to show you. Hopefully, Orin will use this again, but He is very, very interesting. Oh, he's got Hermes shields or shoes. That's very nice. Let's take a look at his astrologer job. So it says, a learned augur capable of reading the movements of celestial bodies. The astrologer's job command, astrology, harnesses the stars' influence upon men's fates to enact great change upon the battlefield. That is awesome. So here it is. His signature move, and I mean pretty much only move here, is Celestial Stasis. It says, halts the passage of the stars, inflicting stop, immobilize, and disable on all foes. Obviously just insanely powerful, and it hits enemies no matter where they're at, right? It has infinite, it's essentially a dance. Cast speed is 20. Yeah, height of effect, area of effect, entire battlefield, height of effect, unlimited. So yeah, just literally hits everything, everywhere, as long as it's an enemy. But yeah, kind of fun. I actually tweaked, you know, one of, I don't know, who knows, one character's skill set when I was playing my War of the Lions playthrough there last, and I tweaked one of their skill sets to include that, and it's just, I mean, it's just way overpowered, right? It's completely disgusting. But it is fun to see your own characters casting it. And of course he's not going to use it here. Come on, guy. I think the last time I played through, he kind of did this too, where he just, like, I don't know, attacked something his first time. What you trying to steal here, bro? Wait, what? It said steal, but he cast... Oh, steal, not steal. S-T-E-E-L, not S-T-E-A-L. I was like, wait, what? Oh my god, look at these. These thieves are just charming everybody here. I probably should have actually equipped some ribbons for this battle. I didn't even think about it. Wait, what? How did that land? That's so lucky. I have like, what's her bravery at? Yeah, 97. He had a 3% chance to land that immobilize. That is some shit, is what that is. All right. Oh yeah, he's just gonna attack now. Really? Like, that's... Well, I would never accuse the AI of being very good in this game, and it has not improved at all because, you know, Orin not using Celestial Stasis is probably one of the best examples of that. Like, that ability is just completely overpowered, and for him to be screwing around with his, you know, shitty book, that's, you know, really sad. You hate to see it. Let's see. I guess we'll just dance. she can't move anyway. I honestly don't know how he's connecting. Wait, let me see if he's got concentration. Maybe that's helping him out. Yeah, that's probably why. Alright, well that makes me... I wouldn't say feel better about it, but it makes more sense. Ramzo's just buffing himself up. I think he's capped out on bravery, though, so it's not like it's really doing anything. Alright, who's still alive? Oh, this guy. Hey, there's Celestial Stasis. Hey, good thing you used this one. There's only one enemy left. Sadly, he missed. Wow. Wah, wah. There, she's still stuck there. What's this guy? Nope. Yeah, 3% chance. He does have only a 3%. That's beyond crazy. He's connected on her 3 times. With a 3%? That doesn't seem right. Or just, insanely unlikely.
My turn.
Hey, charm finally wore off. Yeah, I'm kind of beside myself with disbelief. There's really no way he should have connected 3 times at a 3% success rate. Let's buff up her bravery there. That'll cap her out at 97 now. Should we give Orin another shot at Celestial Stasis? Yeah, let's do it. Don't fail me, Orin. Missed again. Alright, guy. We gave him 2 shots at it, and it was a fail both times, so I think we gotta call it a day. Alright, that's that.
Are you hurt?
I'm fine, thank you. My name is Oran Durai, and yours?
I am Ramza. Ramza Beowulf.
Beowulf?
What of it?
'Tis naught. Forgive me. Might I inquire as to the direction of your travels?
We make for the royal capital. And you? You are welcome to accompany us, if our paths are the same.
A gracious offer, but I fear my road leads away from Lazalia.
I see. Fortune be with you, then.
And with you as well. God's willing, we may meet again. Try to keep yourself alive in the meantime.
I will do the best I can.
Alright, that's going to be it for this one. As always, I hope the guide was helpful, and thanks for watching.